we think of the last exam we took, whether it was a university exam, medical exam, GCSE, any exam, your last exam in education. And remember the day that you went to that exam. Think of that day. How many people in the exam hall were laughing and smiling? How many people on the way to that exam hall, whether they walked to that exam hall, whether they came by car, whether they came on a bicycle, how many were smiling when they came there? How many were rejoicing and happy? What was my kafiyat? How was I feeling in that exam hall? When I looked around in the hall, how many were smiling? My dear brother, the place of examination is not a place to enjoy and be happy and smile. That's why we weren't smiling. It's a place to be worried. And my dear brothers, dunya is not an imtihan. It's a place of imtihan. It's not a place to enjoy. It's not a place to rejoice. It's a prison. The dunya is a prison for the believer. How many people do you see in prison rejoicing? People don't rejoice in prison. My dear brother, this place is a place of struggling and preparing for that maut, which is swiftly approaching us. That first grey hair we saw, that was a reminder. The death is coming. And son, he is weak, he thinks I'm going to live 200 years. I have a long way to go. I have a long journey to go. May Allah give you 200-year life, but still you have to die. Even if you get life equal to the years that are equal to the grain in the deserts of the whole world, you still have to die. And you'll never come back. And me as well. We all are never coming back. So my dear brother, this life is a life to prepare. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has given us complete deen to prepare for the akhirah, for the maut which is approaching us. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has kept the complete success of this dunya and akhirah in the complete deen. And that deen, the complete deen, will come into the lives of mankind with the effort of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And because of the seal of the Prophet, the Khatm al-Nabuwwah, every man, every woman, every child, and all person in this ummah. Because ummah is what? Ashiyukh or Sibyan. The old, the young and the women. This is ummah. They are all responsible for the worry and concern of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We have a responsibility in that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He made us responsible. He made us from the ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has countless favors on us. And my dear brothers, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He sent us to this earth, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is controlling everything. The sickness and the health is in the control of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. La ilaha illallah. This yaqeen, my dear brother, needs to come into the heart. The success and the failure is in the hand of Allah. La ilaha illallah. The sickness and the cure is in the hand of Allah. La ilaha illallah. We have to talk about this more and more. More and more. For this yaqeen to come into the heart. The emotions are in the control of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A person can buy £1 million house, but he can't buy happiness, he can't buy contentment. Even the happiness and the sadness that we feel is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We don't even own or control our own emotions. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala controls how we feel. The joy and the depression is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. La ilaha illallah. This yaqeen, my dear brother, has to come in the heart by talking about it more and more. Abdullah ibn Rawah told his friend, Ta'al hatta nu'mina sa'atan. Come, we bring Iman for a short while. His friend told him, Awalasna mu'minin. We are not believers, are we not? We recited kalima. Abdullah ibn Rawah told him, Bala walakin Rasulullah nazdadu iman. Yes, certainly, but when we talk about Allah, the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the qudrat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our iman will increase.